Me and a friend of mine, we'll call him Cornbread, were sitting around my house pondering the universal question, what the hell are we gonna do today? The answer was obvious, really, smoke a fatty. Well, we both had some weed at the time. His was about $80 per quarter and mine about $50, so we decided to match up on a fat blunt. My room has a black light and a circular disco light that throws objects in the shape of mushrooms on the walls, and we were listening to an 8-Ball and MJG song low in the background. When we smoked it down to a roach, we emptied the remains into a bowl and finished it off. About 10 minutes later I was floating and the beat of the music had become one with my heartbeat. Every time the bass bumped, my body twitched. It was interesting almost to the point of disturbing me. After that I started to fall into states of unconsciousness where I would relive conversations I'd had recently. When I emerged from that state the texture of my bed and ceiling became too much to ignore, so I fell into the ripples of the bed. I know this sounds like an LSD trip, but this was purely pot. Cornbread reassured me his wasn't laced. I can't remember much after that except that my friend left and I fell into a stupor in which the music filled my head and seemed to come out of a pure white, hot light. All the separate instrumental aspects seemed to come from different sides of my head and it seemed to become louder and louder until that's all that I was concerned with. The only bad aspect of this experience was that I fell into a deep sleep soon after, which I can usually avoid. In the end, this turned out to be the most rewarding experience with marijuana I have ever had.